Me and the others that I danced with, I don't think anybody really knew she was pregnant. She hit it very, very well. She just hit it with layers, and nobody really suspected anything.
At least with me personally, I had no inclination at all of her pregnancy. And I don't know, there's just such a big distance between her and the dancer for me to get a good look at her, especially since I'm focusing so much on my performance. I wasn't necessarily like looking at her and the TV and stuff. So I never saw a bump until not even the day of.
We had about 2 weeks worth of rehearsals, and it was an average of 8 hours rehearsing per day. Okay, we rehearsed with her about 3 or 4 times. So most of our rehearsals weren't actually with her.
She would wear like big coats or those Fenty sweatshirt sets. And so I didn't see anything, especially since she's on the platforms a lot.
And probably my favorite one that she was wearing, it was like a all brown Fenty tracksuit. And then she put a huge big blue fur coat over that, and I just love like brown and baby blue. And little did we know she was covering up her pregnancy. We just thought like, oh, that's Rihanna, that's how she dresses. For the rest of the rehearsals, she was wearing all red, as if we were doing the real thing. So all red, big layers was pretty much the theme. She can go from dressing like walking around in bikini and heels to the next day a huge like oversized coat and pants. Like that's the normal for her. And it's cold outside, so I don't think anyone really suspected it. But now that she showed it, we were all confused. Watching it during the real thing, when she went up there and was showing her stomach, we were like, wait, because she wore the same outfit for one of the dress rehearsals, but it was zippered up. But this time she had her stomach exposed.
So during the performance, I did not see her pregnancy at all, just because I was just so focused on making sure that I was performing and getting rid of my nerves and just trying to kill it. And I didn't want to distract myself in front of like national television. So no, I never saw her rub her belly until afterwards. I had to rewatch the performance on YouTube to realize, oh my gosh, she does have a bump. I never realized that. And even then, I was still defending her till the end until it was officially announced by her later on that day.
So I feel like we were all kind of confused, like, because it seemed like she was pregnant, but then we didn't want to assume that she wasn't pregnant and being rude, which a lot of people did. So it was just really interesting, shocking. I'm kind of glad she didn't tell anybody, because I feel like some people would have exposed it.
And then I finally saw what everybody was talking about, because I was getting texts as well with people asking me, is Rihanna pregnant? And I was like, you can't just be asking if women are pregnant. I thought that's an unspoken rule we all know. But I went back, watched the YouTube video, and I was on the verge. I didn't know yet. And so I was like, I'm just gonna wait until she announces it, until the news announces it. And later on that night, it was officially announced, like soon after. And I was like, okay, so she is pregnant. Sorry for everybody that I yelled at for assuming y'all were body shaming. My bad. You were shooting to the stars, see a vision never has to see. When you hold me, I'm alive, we're like diamonds in the sky.
Honestly, I'm probably most impressed that she did all of that while she was pregnant, especially being on the platforms, because the platforms were, like, if you look really closely, they were super shaky. They were very, like, lifted very high into the air and held together by a little harness. And the way she did all of that multiple times while she was pregnant the entire time, and she still killed it, and she still, like, stayed super sweet to everybody. I think that was pretty amazing.
And she was killing the dance moves, especially like that whole part where they're on the boxes, jumping, do a little booty shake and everything. That's another reason why I didn't think she's pregnant, because I thought she was killing those dances. And so she never She never let her pregnancy get in the way of her stamina. And especially with her being on those platforms, going all the way in the air, like who would have thought a pregnant woman would be that high up in the air? I think it was like 60 feet in the air. That's the third reason why I didn't think she was pregnant, but here she is, just proving us all wrong in the most amazing ways.